Let's have a look at the way that New Zealand will line up in this one. Winston Reid captains the side from centre-back. One of three changes from the side that started in Brisbane. Marko Stamenic and Bill Tuiloma also come into the starting 11. It's the familiar 3-4-3, favoured in recent times by Danny Hay. Eli Just stood out on Thursday in support of Chris Wood and starts again on the left side of the front three. Just hold that thought as the All Whites clear the latest half chance.
And I think so. The quality that we saw in that match on Thursday in Brisbane is probably not there, but I think that can be more than made up for with the enthusiasm and the effort that this team will put out.
Bill Tuiloma clearing the lines for New Zealand. Matthew Garbutt getting involved, another rising star in the New Zealand ranks, and Stamenic steps in and gives it again to Garbutt, and it's going to be a free kick the way of Australia for an illegal use of the arm by Matthew Garbutt. Assistant referee pretty close by.
Yeah, Matt Garbutt trying to take the ball down that right flank.
Yeah, referee's got that one right. Yosuke Araki, our Japanese referee this afternoon, hands out a free kick to New Zealand. They want to take it quickly, get Eli Just involved. Kakachi inevitably is outside, and only Wood in the area at the moment. Kakachi against Atkinson. It's a good cross to the far post and tucked behind by Joel King. Just needed somebody to take a chance at the far post, perhaps. 60 games across 3 seasons at Melbourne City. Now playing in the Korea Republic. A little bit of a mix-up in the back here for New Zealand. For Australia, rather, to let New Zealand in. They didn't. And now Australia perhaps can break. Lecky. Now Riley McGree. Tilio screaming through the middle. Riley McGree's going to shoot. Straight at Ollie Sale, no problem for the New Zealand custodian.
I think Chris Wood's got a problem back up halfway in the Australian half of the field. He might have caught one in the face, in the chest there. So Chris Wood just struggling somewhat, trying to get some air into his lungs, and now he's sitting down. This is not good for New Zealand. Maybe that's a side strain as he's pushing away there and then just takes off. Maybe there he's just popped something, or...
Keep an eye on that from Chris Wood. Lovely little move into space from Marko Stamenic. And again, Kakachi is the outlet. Just as ahead, and Wood. And not quite into the path of Eli Just. He does well, though, to put Atkinson under pressure. That's gone behind. Has it for a corner? No. Mitch Duke all the way back, and unfortunately possession given away, but given away again this time by New Zealand. It's bouncing around everywhere into the path of Chris Wood, deflected behind for another corner. Well, that's his office, the penalty area, side strain or not. When the ball's there at his feet, he loves to have a lick.
He doesn't look comfortable though, Chris Wood.
He doesn't want him buzzing in and around the Australian midfield and between the pockets, between their back line and midfield. And every time he does that, Graham Arnold is at ding. He wants him to let him know where his shielding midfield is.
Nice ball from Garbutt to Stamenic. Again, it's Kakachi, who's got his steps up already early in this game. Just is outside him. Now the ball to Eli Just. Real chance this for New Zealand. Bouncing around and into the arms of Andrew Redmayne. Well, Eli Just bashed it across the 6-yard box. Cross shot, not sure. Redmayne, grateful to grab it.
Best opportunity of the afternoon so far.
Given up again by Australia. Now Matt Garbutt with a chance to run into some space in front of him. He's got Tim Payne outside. He shoots instead, Matt Garbutt. Wrong option perhaps from the youngster, but you can't knock his enthusiasm. Has never failed to make himself available for his country when called upon. And gives a round of applause to the Eden Park crowd, but exits earlier than he would have hoped. Ben Wade into the action. All Whites had a fan event at the Aotea Centre in Auckland yesterday, and hundreds turned up. It's definitely the appetite for the New Zealand footballing public to see this team. Chance now for Garbutt to turn. Wayne and Juster ahead. Kakachi blasting past him. Garbutt went himself. Now the shot from Stamanic. In fact, just on the edge on his favoured left foot. Calm down, says Andrew Redmayne. I had it covered. Eli Just. Off the back of some industry from Matt Garbutt.
And again, Garbutt takes the ball on, gets tackled, edge of the box. Yeah, which is rather surprising because both teams really have licence.
Hold that thought. Here's Mitch Duke. Squares it sideways, and what a miss from Tillio. What a miss from Marco Tillio. Mitch Duke did all the right things and unselfishly squared it, and Marco Tillio could not convert.
Oh, what a miss here. Great industry in the middle of the park. Mitch Duke, everyone thought he was going to shoot, and that's just sloppy from Tillio.
Marco Tillio certainly with the best opportunity of the game, but both sheets remain clean, not through a lack of trying and a lack of industry. We're going to the break here. It's goalless between New Zealand's All Whites and the Socceroos of Australia. Eli Just putting pressure on him. Here's Marco Tillio, desperate, I'm sure, to make up for that glaring miss in the first half. Rampaging one from Denny Jean-Rowe. Ollie Sale had to be out. He thought it clipped Jean-Rowe before going behind. No, says the referee, that'll be a corner. Smart save, though, by Ollie Sale. Australia perhaps a little fortunate there. Denny Jean-Rowe again. He's been prominent the first 6 minutes of the second half. Now Riley McGree, we know he can hit them. Comes instead to Marco Tillio. Tillio on the right foot. Beaten away by Ollie Sale. Good save from Sale. It was at a difficult height.
Look to switch to a 3-5-2 and put Alex Grieve up alongside Ben Wayne. Imagine that's going to be sorted out in the next couple of minutes, and Alex Grieve is going through his final preparations here.
Clearance not quite completed by Tim Payne. Duke climbs high. Bell battling away as he always does in the engine room, but it falls the way of Australia. Tillio. Lovely ball down the line for McGree, who should keep this in and does. King. Metcalf. Into the area. Duke! What a goal from Australia! Mitch Duke climbing high. Excellent delivery from Connor Metcalf. And Mitch Duke opens the scoring at Eden Park. Australia lead at 1-0.
Well, it's been coming. The pressure's been building from Australia. They've had more of the territory. They've dominated the ball, and they've found a way to find their striker in a really good position. And he just finishes with a really good header.
Eli Just not quite able to have the impact today that he had in Brisbane on Thursday, but a good opportunity for Alex Grieve to put his imprint on this game.
He's not that quick, Aaron Moy, lovely passer of the ball, but he's not that aggressive either. And that terrier-like quality that you need as a defensive midfielder to break up or screen the opposite, screen your back four. You don't get that in Aaron Moy.
Here's Alex Grieve. Shot from Kakachi on his right foot. It rebounds for a corner. But New Zealand breaking free of the shackles that Australia have had on them for the last 15 minutes or so. All given away. Here's a chance. Alex Grieve. Straight at Redmayne. It's set up for Grieve and he made good contact, but straight at the Australian keeper.
He looks to the heavens, Alex Grieve. This is a terrific opportunity.
Joel King. Tillio. And Tillio left a leg in there, I think, or a foot in rather, on Ben Wayne. It might be the first booking. He's very quick to apologise, but Marco Tillio becomes the first player booked in the contest. Thankfully, Ben Wayne's okay. Just a heavy touch from Marco Tillio, you often see it. Tim Payne tracking across the front of the penalty area. Almost got away from him, but New Zealand retain possession. Well, Tanaka and Bell just about got in a bit of a confusing area there. Back to Payne. Now Wayne, the cross is good, and Garvin arrived to the near post. Couldn't quite divert it goalwards, but they're continuing to knock on the door, New Zealand.
And it's the early cross here that catches the Aussies out. Ben Wayne just whips that one round. Matt Garbutt, I mean, the ball was too high for him. He wasn't going to get up and over that. It just hit him on the top of the head there.
The curtain is now about to come down on one of the great New Zealand football careers. Just a dozen or so kilometres from where he first played as a 4-year-old for Takapuna, via Denmark and its youth system, to World Cup goal scorer. His header at Rustenburg will remain forever iconic. To the heights of the Premier League, a decade-long career with West Ham United. Locking horns with Rooney and Suarez, Van Persie and Aguero, Vardy and Kane. A defender of supreme quality, a player of great ability, a man of true humility. That is all she wrote. No more left to read. Winston's work is done. Where is New Zealand's goal? Tuiloma plants it forward. Greaves been good and is fouled. Free kick coming the way of New Zealand. He has certainly added energy, hasn't he, since his introduction, Alex Greave. Is this the moment? Fourth corner of the contest for New Zealand. Dealt with, though, by Australia. Garang Kuol with a chance to stretch his legs. And if that stays in, he will stretch his legs. Garang Kuol, everything he's done in football's been amazing. He squares it sideways, McGree. What a save. And then off the chest of Kakachi. It's bouncing around. I think a penalty's been called for handball. I think Libby Kakachi's the man in the gun here. Handball against Libby Kakachi, who protests. But there are about 3 opportunities there for Australia. Sale made a save. Kakachi with the arm, then it cannoned off the crossbar, but the upshot is a penalty.
And this is brilliant from Kuol. Does really well to get around Storm Roux.
Cummings against Sale. Australia double their money. And it is the debutant, or one of them, Jason Cummings, who is assured from the penalty spot. And with 10 minutes remaining, Australia now 2 to the good. There are only so many available, so every opportunity you get if you're an Australian player, you take it with open arms, and Devlin's done that. Now Garang Kuol, Joel King goes outside. Across the 6-yard box, half cleared by Tuiloma, hacked away by Roux. Back to Garang Kuol. Here is Kuol! Great sliding challenge from Michael Boxer. Looked for all the world as though Garang Kuol was going to mark his debut with a goal.
Lovely move from Australia.
Is there one final fling for New Zealand? Kakachi always full of running, regardless of the match stage. Almost found its way through to Alex Greave. Roux with the header forward. Wayne. Ben Old. Nice from Old. The cross is good. Deng with a really crucial header for Australia. Still there for New Zealand. They can't get a shot away, and Deng again gets it clear. Kakachi helps it back into the penalty area. Delbridge climbing high. Beno putting pressure on Joel King. Still a bit of energy from New Zealand. Joe Bell looks up. Ball towards the far post, and just too big for either Wayne or Greave. And the move fizzles out in frustrating fashion.
Certainly Australia have been the better up front and deserve the lead. But wouldn't it be good if New Zealand could get a goal, but they can't.
It is an unhappy homecoming for the All Whites. A very satisfactory Sunday, though, for the Socceroos. And in amongst it all, a very fond farewell for a fan favourite of New Zealand. Jason Cummings off the bench to score the second goal from the penalty spot after Mitch Duke opened the scoring 10 minutes into the second half. Winston Reid leaves international football, and the ovation was worthy of the man and the career that he has had, but not to be on the winning side today.
You know, this was probably, you know, we would have liked to perform better today, and I think, you know, certainly over the last year or so we've performed a lot better than this, but it was nice to come back to New Zealand, you know, to Auckland, you know, sort of where I'm from, and to play my, you know, final international match. So it was really nice.